First opened for business in 1994. There's a look at Progressive Field here in Cleveland. Today, the finale of this quick two-game series between the Atlanta Braves and the Cleveland Indians. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. And now here's the starting nine for the visiting Atlanta Braves. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He's been producing like an MVP candidate lately, driving in over 15 runs.
Jason Kipnis comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Hey, get ahead, stay ahead right now.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Eric, these Braves, as they begin here this afternoon, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Yeah, I mean, they're looking like world beaters right now. I don't care what league you're in. Anytime you can put together a double-digit win streak like these guys have put together, you're playing some great baseball.
And Robinson will throw him out, one gone. Time now in Cleveland to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Yeah, you know, they really need Michael Brantley to turn it around. I mean, this is a guy that was a 300 hitter last season. Clearly, something's off for him right now, but I do think we'll see him change his fortunes as time goes on.
Hey, plays it first.
Hit hard, and oh, this is off the second base bag. And into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
And, you know, just like any pitch, there's good knuckleballs, and then there's some bad ones, too. This thing comes right back down the heart of the plate. Those things are much easier to handle than the pitch that starts in the middle of the plate and then runs somewhere else.
Lays off 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Runners off for second. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. And with that, let's check out the top of the scorecard and see how the Braves align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, this team has committed the fewest errors in the National League. They're fundamentally sound, and anytime there's a routine ball hit, that's as good as an out. I can't wait to watch them here.
Tap fouled at home plate. A runner on first with two away. Ready with the 0-2. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Here it comes, 0-2. Swinging a soft liner. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. One left for the Tribe. They trail here 4-0. Carlos Santana will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Hey, you never know. Things might be looking up for this guy. He's hitting over 300 in his last 10 games, even though his season average doesn't look that good.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
That's just a great spot for the fastball against a hitter like this. Just off the plate enough to make him offer, but not good enough that he can do anything with it.
Hey, no outs now.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. On the ground to third. Brett is there for it. A quick out, number one.
You know, now that we've made it to just about the midway point of the season, this is where you start to see a little bit of separation between the haves and the have-nots. And I think we can pretty safely say that these guys are in it for the long haul.
Yan Gomes gets his first shot now, and he's working on a modest 5-game hitting streak.
Hey, come on now. Here we go.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Huh. 68 miles an hour. I mean, that's barely the speed limit. You don't see pitches that slow too often.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Oh, you can feel for him, too, because you know exactly what's going through his mind right there. You can't believe it. You know when you're going good at the plate, all the little flares and bleeders, they all start going your way and they fall in. But when you're scuffling like he has, even the Rockets find a glove.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in, and as you can see, his home and road splits there. He's been a much better hitter away from home. Reggie sprinting after it, and that's the 3rd out. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. We played 2 full. The Braves lead it 4-0. Back from Progressive Field as we're set for the beginning of the 3rd inning here on the show. Corey Skeeter is into the box as we are all set to begin the 3rd.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Hey, kids, see it. Drive it like you can. Let's go.
Got him.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there. So even routine grounders can sometimes...
Todd Roberts takes into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
Ball. 1-0 pitch is a knuckleball that travels high, 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
A strike, and it's 2-1.
Boy, and this is why you're trying to get yourself into good hitters' counts. This is just right down the middle on 2-0, and swinging at this should be your reward, but he decides to let it go.
Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
And the count will be full. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Hey, roll it up, huh?
Giovanni Urshela will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Nobody out, runner on first.
Hey, we got nobody.
1-0 pitch is a curveball. That looked good from here, but it's 2-0.
Sometimes you just let a guy work his own way into trouble and then take advantage.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit hard to short. Scooped up. One there. On to Freeman. A double play.
Well, if you want to go by the numbers, somewhere around 37% of leadoff walks come around to score. Now, EK, I know you didn't know that, but that won't be an issue here as he bounces right back and he gets himself the double play.
Hey, plays at 1 now.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
Well, that's not a real favorable call for him right here. It's one thing when you're facing a lightweight hitter up there, but facing a guy like this, the difference between 1-1 and 0-2 is huge.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball right side. Backhanded. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. 3 innings complete. Atlanta leads it 4-0. Sean White is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat. Ball 1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Jackson giving chase. 1 out.
Left fielder number 23.
Michael Brantley is into the box for his second at-bat. He popped out into foul territory his first time up. Tried to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
Now the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
Hey, we got 1 out here.
No runs, just 1 hit. No errors to this point for the Indians. Hit in the air out to center field. Inciarte's there. 2 gone.
Well, very quickly, 5 pitches and 2 outs here in the 4th. So those are the kind of innings you love to have if you plan on working deep into a ball game.
Francisco Lindor stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
You got 2 down.
Up top, it's 2-0.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. Well, take a look at a few and see what he's got.
The 2-0 on the way. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Grounded to third. Taken in by Brett. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. They're down 4-0. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Carlos Santana will settle in to lead things off here for Cleveland. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And that's too high, ball 2.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now. Scorched to third. Brett has it. 1 away. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. Yan Gomes stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
This is skied out to deep center field. Ranging back is Inciarte. Gone! So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 9 on the year. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1.
And even though this is only 1 run, this is important. Not just because it gets them on the board, but also because they needed something to get the dugout going a bit. Give them some life.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. And he is tied up on the fastball there to start things out. It's strike 1.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
Sent on the ground out to second. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Todd Roberts.
Todd Roberts stands in.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
First delivery to him on the way. And that's in there for strike 1.
Ooh, that is one of the best he's thrown this afternoon.
Old strike 2 with the letters. 0-2 now.
And after walking him the first time around, he's all business here in the second at-bat.
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. 5 innings complete. It's the Braves 5 and the Indians 1. Giovanni Urshela will come forward now to start out their half of the 6th, and they've found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5.
Not too many hard hit balls there either. He's had them off balance all game.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
A little bouncer that rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Here it comes on 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Right side. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. And he'll throw him out from short right field. Nicely done for the first out.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Jason Kipnis is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
1 down. 1 down.
That evens it up 1-1.
You know, some of Jason Kipnis' teammates affectionately call him Dirtbag because he has a habit of giving his body up and getting his uniform dirty on every play. And you got to love a guy like that.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
And this offense has pretty much been shut down here into the 6th inning. That's just their 3rd hit of the ball game, so time has come for them to start trying to put something together.
Sean White will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Comes back with a fastball up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch-out.
Knuckleball, and he can't pull the trigger. It's a called strike 3 for out number 2.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Michael Brantley will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around. First pitch is a slow knuckleball in there, 0-1. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And he'll make it to second here as he's moved into scoring position now after the passed ball.
When you've got a knuckleballer on the mound, you've got to expect you're going to have some passed balls from time to time. What you don't expect are the ones that happen when he's not even throwing a knuckleball, but you got to be ready for everything.
One run on 3 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Hard hit ball to second. Robinson on the grass. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Indians leave 1. They trail 6-1. Francisco Lindor will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run, that's it.
Go out here, huh?
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout and taken in out there for the first out.
Boy, that's just another off-balance swing right there. Not only are these guys light on hits, they're not even making solid contact right now.
Carlos Santana stands in, trying to change his evil ways here. Hitless in the ballgame so far.
Oh, I see what you did there, Matty.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. Oye, como va. It's a solo home run for Carlos Santana. Number 10 for him on the year. As the lead is cut to 4, it's 6-2 now.
Yeah, man, this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one.
Hey, we got one here.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. To third, to his right, Brett. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Well, he's allowed just 2 runs to this point. Both of them coming on solo homers. Things could be much different now if those had come with guys on base, but as it is, this has been a pretty good outing.
Lonnie Chisenhall will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
And that's dead center for strike 1.
Well, this guy has done a pretty good job of being effectively wild. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to about 60% of the batters he's faced, but look at where he's sitting right now. Excellent.
Lifted the other way out to left center. In there, a base hit.
And when you face a knuckleballer, there's this little voice in the back of your head that says, wait, wait, wait. Apparently, he listened to that voice there. That's well done.
Counts 1-0.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
No, foul ball.
2 out with the man at first. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Now he bounces a knuckleball up to the plate for a ball.
Now you've got a run already in, another runner on first. You got to think this has to be a fastball here.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Trying to strike him out for the second time. High fly ball out to deep right field. Reggie racing back. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Braves on top, 6-2. Giovanni Urshela will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jason Kipnis. He singled his last time up.
Hey, get ahead. Stay ahead right here.
Smoked on the ground left side. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here. Runners on first with 1 down.
swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. On the ground to second base. This could be two. The second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Braves are winners here, 8 to 3.